Hey guys, how we doing today?
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
Happy Friday.
Yeah.
We're ready to end the week with some Mrs. Maisel.
Yes.
We're in a last episode was really interesting. I had a blast with it.
I did too. I don't know what the reaction was like on Patreon, but I know I really felt like this was uh, kind of pulling the show up from kind of the doldrums it's been in.
Yeah.
Which, it hasn't bothered me because I feel like there's you can do that. You can have her in the dark, the dark night of the soul,
Sure.
which she's kind of been.
Yeah.
But it only works to a point. At some point, it's got to start getting out of it. Otherwise, it's like, well, this show's just,
It's staying stagnant.
Bergmar film. You know what I mean? It's like it's very Brechtian.
Yeah.
So I felt like that episode did right. Mm-hmm. She apologized to Shy. She got that kind of off of her chest a little bit. I feel like Susie's kind of moving along. But yeah, I feel like there were some nice moments in that. I don't know. I'm still kind of feeling like Rose is the worst, and I don't think that last episode where she called her daughter a stripper really helped me feel any different about that.
It was more than that.
She was brutal,
and I don't know,
and selfish.
It's like
right?
you can chalk it up to it's that generation, but that's not fair. I mean, it's still your kid, and also she's bringing in money. You're living in her apartment, and it's like she's not very gracious.
The denial of that, where she's like, "And we let you live in the apartment we bought back," and it's like, "Whoa! Are you believing your own lies?"
What's funny is we don't get any pushback for criticizing Rose, but we got some for Betty Draper.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I feel like
they're different characters for sure.
Right.
I feel like Betty can be a little more brutal sometimes, but Rose is not being, Mother of the Year right now.
I will go out on this and actually say I think Rose is worse than Betty Draper.
Really?
I think she's a worse parent. Just because with Betty, we have moments where she's really trying to connect with her daughter.
Sure.
And we don't have very many gracious moments with Rose that aren't selfish.
And I like Rose. It's just that she's been very conceited.
Yeah, she's all very narcissistic, right? It's all that last episode really showed, for me anyway. It showed your life is messing with what I want, and you need to stop doing your life because you're messing with what I want.
And it's like, their lives are so intertwined too. It's like you're staying in her home,
right?
It's not
how do you expect her to pay for the house that you're living in if you're telling her she can't do her job?
Well, I'll just keep hooking people up for the rest of my life,
right? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping at some point, and I don't know if we're going to get it, but it would be really nice to have a human moment with Rose where she actually.
I hope we get it.
Considers her daughter's actual feelings. Because I don't even with the divorce, I felt like it was like, oh, now my daughter's life is over, and get back out there and get a man. I don't think what Rose thinks, what Midge thinks or feels has ever once entered Rose's consideration in the whole show,
and it has with Abe. Obviously, yeah, we've had those moments, but
Abe's had bad moments too. To be fair,
he has. Oh yeah, Abe's been terrible as well. I mean, obviously with Jason Alexander stuff a couple episodes ago, that was terrible.
It was, but you're right. We've had more human interaction moments where Abe has kind of shown at least a little bit of respect and camaraderie towards Midge.
They've had sweet moments.
Yeah, they have that we just haven't really seen from Rose. And I'm sure the characters had them. She's her mom. She loves her mom.
Yeah.
But. Man, the show doesn't give them to us.
I hope we get it eventually. With a season and a half left, I think we are going to get that.
Some type of redemption arc.
If there's any disappointment for me with anything in season 4, it's been the Weissmans. Just how they've acted,
Sure.
And then, to be fair, they've been kind of spiraling ever since they lost
all their incomes at once.
Yeah, that was what, end of season 2.
Uh-huh.
So
it's been a minute. Yeah,
I want that storyline to be resolved.
Sure.
In a satisfying way, but also in a way that makes sense. And if this is the way they're going, we're going to have to tough it out for a while.
I think so too. Yeah, I don't feel like there's anything being shown that it's almost over. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the last episode showed us that Midge is ready to start punching herself out of her doldrums a little bit.
Sure.
I don't see a near path for Rose and Abe in that.
And conversely, the Maisels have been
great.
I know.
I didn't see that coming.
We're on their side.
I know.
Opposite Joel. I mean, Joel's the one that's like, Joel, tell your parents about your girlfriend.
Yeah, and he's trying. I don't even mind the fact that his mom is desperately trying to set him up with other women, and the fact that
it's your mom,
and she doesn't know about his actual situation with May.
Sure,
right? So I don't mind her at all.
Well, we saw it with him and Kevin Pollak the last episode. So I mean,
yeah, is it weird that Moisha's probably been the most reasonable of the 4 parents in this season.
They took a 180, didn't they?
Yeah, did not ever see Moish being the voice of reason going forward.
He's the one you can't bear, yeah.
Yeah, but yet he's the one that seems to be like, let's all right the ship as a family here. He's like the one guy doing that.
You blow up a show. There you go.
All right, guys, we do want to go ahead and welcome Dustin Karn, Quiet Observer, Laura Shepard, Peter, and Neil Stovald to our Patreon group. Thanks so much, guys. We're very happy you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you guys are watching us on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hello.
If you don't mind like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date all the new content we have coming your way.
Yeah, if you'd like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or are watching, please check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. On all shows, including The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, we're at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon of where we are on YouTube. So if you get done watching this on YouTube and want to keep going, you can jump over to Patreon and do that. You'll have to sync and watch along on your own device or streaming service. You'll only see and hear us, but you will get to hang out and watch the entire show for the first time with us who have never seen any of this and are loving it. We're also watching 30 Rock right now as a Patreon exclusive.
Yes, we are.
Right. Is that Lenny?
That is Lenny.
Ah, this guy. Is he a crowd favorite, you think?
I think so. I think Lenny's... Every time he shows up, people love it.
I do as well.
Is he in Midge's apartment?
Looks like it. It's like he's in a kid's room. No, this has got to be Midge's, right? She's got the boys' bed and the crib.
Yeah.
He just doesn't remember getting there.
He's like, where am I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Miss December.
You look different.
It was the night you were talking about, Miss December. We were in jail.
Oh, by the way, we told the children you were in their room because you had a tummy ache from eating too many cookies. We'd like you to stick with that story, if you don't mind. If a child asks you why you're here, your answer is...
Too many cookies.
Cookies, yeah.
He's really struggling.
Wait. You. I know you.
I know you do. And you are a very sound sleeper.
He's really confused.
Yeah. He does not wake up well after a bender, does he?
That's the Hudson River out the window. Upper West Side.
You're right. He must have someone else write his material.
How did I get here?
What do you remember?
Nothing.
He's with us here.
I need your pants.
I need them more.
They are wrinkled. They are bad pants.
Well, you just have to get to know them better. The next time you see me and you think that I might need help, please just keep walking.
Wow, he's struggling.
He is struggling.
I have to get home.
I basically scraped you off the sidewalk last night and you're mad at me? You should be thankful.
I agree.
You do know you're acting like a child,
Of course
right?
I'm acting like a child. I'm a comedian. I know you meant well.
Yeah, I meant well. I brought you to my home so you could sleep it off in a bed and not a holding cell.
I'm assuming this is because he's divorced.
We don't wear aprons and discuss potty training. If I want to talk about my daughter, I'll call my mother.
Oh, yeah. This is not great for him. Yeah, this is a really ugly side of Lenny we haven't seen before.
I mean,
wow.
I get where he's coming from. He's probably a little embarrassed and a little confused.
Right.
But still, that was
a lash out that he shouldn't have done. Yeah.
He definitely has a problem.
Yeah.
Joel Maisel. Try Joel Maisel's club in Chinatown. Hello?
I don't think we know the name of his club, actually.
No, I don't think we ever have.
The lady who sits out there. Have her find the club. That's why she's there, right?
Is he eating caviar off of a playing card?
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
I bet that's from Sophie.
Oh, yeah.
The Owen world is a little globe. Cute.
You better hide it before Alfie gets his passport out.
Said there were cookies in here. I hate being lied to.
Why did I want to know what his role is? Why she went and got him?
I know. Well, he's a magician.
Yeah.
Joel Maisel.
Yes.
You found Joel Maisel.
Yes.
I didn't tell you his name.
You gonna pick up the phone?
I'm gonna pick up the phone.
Didn't she say the name?
No, she said it next.
We have one client and she could come down here anytime. She knows that.
Actually, I have an exciting new client now.
Okay, you're right. It's the
I would love for you to book him in your new club, which I have heard wonderful things about, by the way.
Stop that. It's unnerving.
Yeah.
Deal?
We'll see.
Savvy businessman. We are gonna make beautiful music together.
All right, bye.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Got you a gig.
37 in the bank.
I'll use 18.
All right.
Okay, so she's a game show host.
I got hit in the head with the boom. I know, I heard the boom.
Is the refrigerator not working? The light didn't come on.
Luckily, I'm wearing 2 pounds of hair.
Did they have lights back then?
Yeah.
Get you. Start the clock.
Montana.
I'm assuming that's the fridge not working.
I think that was it. Yeah, because she was like trying to catch the light, I guess.
You do know she tried to destroy your daughter's career, right?
Sophie?
Yes, Sophie.
What under the bridge?
I mean, at this point, it is one of the brain.
No, it's because we think she's hilarious.
She's our new chaplain.
No comment.
Oh no.
She's our new chaplain.
As a comedian, as a daughter, I would be furious. Yeah.
Funny.
She's so irreverent, and she's lost so much weight.
I think I've said my piece.
Oh my God! It was a suit.
Would be nice.
Amen.
That's the most parent thing ever. Watching TV from TV dinners.
The roof will be fixed next week. We found Duke's trumpet. We cannot find Duke.
Boise, this is good progress. I just might make a stage manager out of you yet.
Hey, I'm not a stage manager. I'm a manager. I manage the stage, yes.
Yes. I love him.
Look at all the ladies in the audience tonight. You do realize the Bergdorf sale's about 15 blocks north, right? You lost?
She's getting married this weekend, and we brought her here.
So I could talk her out of it?
He's so confused. I love it. It's like, what's happening?
It's like your show's turning into it's turning into a comedy club, man.
Wow, I am impressed. Dodie
Imogene.
has just broken her previous...
Still Dodie.
Dodie
Imogene.
is a diamond in the coal mine. I don't think that's the saying, but I don't care. My God, to have the freedom to write.
Can he afford to hire a secretary?
I opened the fridge last night and there was no light.
So it died last night, and you just left it there to stink?
I didn't know what it meant.
You didn't know what it...
Yeah, it's a dead refrigerator. Yeah.
All that's trash. Yeah.
I've been there.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Get some coolers.
Come on in, Norma, in the ring.
Why does he keep making her do this? Just to do it?
Yeah. Can I watch you transcribe post?
Yeah. I'm going to grab all my books. Here's Shakespeare.
Oh, hi. I'm Miriam Maisel. You two look like you have a refrigerator at home.
Oh my God.
I am so sorry. That was my daughter. She's hilarious. She was kicked in the head by a horse when she was a child also, so...
Yeah, I forgot the last episode we got that letter that said stop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Address that, yeah.
We assumed it was one of them. Or someone else in the family.
I think it's a guy that's moving in on the daughters.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be there otherwise, I guess.
Right.
They bought her a car? No, she bought her a car?
She did buy her a car.
Keep the car. It's awesome.
Yeah.
This is not love.
They came with a golf pro, but he had to leave. I have his card.
Give me Sophie Lennon.
On it.
Those clubs.
Yeah.
Did you like the Cadillac?
Dawes, tell her I hate the Cadillac, the luggage stinks, and that there's no point in sending gifts, so just stop.
She has her own 40-year-old virgin moment now.
And she got Dawes back.
Yeah.
She says.
All I did was get her on Gordon Ford. She got the game show herself, so she can take back her gifts and give them all to herself.
Keep the Cadillac. It's a Cadillac.
Yeah, it's a caddy. Keep the caddy.
I just bagged a giant Tupperware order from our professor neighbor in 9B. She brought the whole Barnard geology department in on it. They're going to use them to store fossils.
How about ask your parents to chip in if they're working?
Yeah.
Region are not words suitable to a legally binding contract, Miriam. Are you aware of that?
We shall let you go. Thanks for understanding. Your grandchildren love you.
It's not going to work this time.
Yeah. You need a new job.
Not that you're asking, but the women tip better, you know.
I wasn't asking, but thank you.
Women are more generous in giving. That's a fact of the species.
Booze sales are up, though. Am I reading this right?
Yeah, Terrence, but it's crazy fruity stuff. Banana daiquiris, Mai Tais.
So what?
Well, receipts are up. That's what I'm seeing across the board. So I say if we're raking in simoleons, we stick to the path.
Yeah, exactly.
Order the tiny umbrellas and the feminine dispenser. I want our customers dispense while they're here. And keep doing your act.
They're making so much more money.
I know.
Will you go home?
How about a couple of banana daiquiris, Kenny? Ladies?
The Godfather. How do you say banana daiquiri? Banana daiquiri.
I was just saying that I think you're going to be a huge star because you sound funny.
Wow. Thank you, Dinah.
Hold for Susie.
You got it.
Susie, Miriam Maisel on line 1.
I love Dinah. Dinah's awesome.
Yeah.
Elroy Dunham struck again. He caught your show at the Wolford Thursday night, and he wrote about it. It's pretty brutal. Don't read it.
I wonder if I'll ever see Elroy Dunham.
You're right. The show was good. The audience was good. Everything's good.
Nah, something's going to happen.
She's going to the paper to yell at him.
We got to find Elroy Dunham.
Yeah, let's see this jerk.
Mrs. Maisel. Elroy Dunham. Nice to finally meet you.
Oh, okay.
You're a woman.
What?
And you've always been a woman.
I have, yes. Be a better story if I hadn't, though, right? Would you believe I just don't find you funny?
I would not, because I'm hilarious.
This is all subjective, right?
You seem really proud of yourself.
Well, you caught me on a good day. I just got the window desk. Took it from Eddie over there.
This one's kind of the worst.
Yeah.
The Sophie Lennon rift was good, but following it up with the Shy Baldwin fiasco. Thank you, seriously.
This woman sucks.
I know.
I get print, I get placement, I get this desk, I'm no longer a skirt.
I would go on stage and just rip this person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
I know she won't because she's better than that.
This is what journalism has become. People
Yeah.
want drama, they want intrigue, they want gossip.
It makes me think of every Twitter journalist, you know, all the hot take sports stuff and everything. The Skip Baylesses of the world. I feel like that's what she is.
Essentially, that's what the show's getting at too. It's a smart way of showing it.
Yeah.
Miss Miriam, your great friend Sophie Lennon's here.
Your great friend.
Whoa.
She just told us a disgusting story about Mickey Rooney and a frozen banana.
Oh my God.
So amazing to have a funny person like that here in the house.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And she gave us the room.
Come on, everybody. Thank you, Miss Sophie.
Is Sophie going to be the lifeline for Midge to get herself out?
She's kind of grown on me.
No,
honestly.
me too.
I love Sophie.
You're not just a little bit curious why I'm here? You look thirsty. Can I get you something? You can wait outside, Dolores.
Gladly, ma'am.
Let's see.
The Shining. Great.
Because I hate you! Hate! With the burning hate of 1,000 suns. It's a lot of hate, Sophie.
You're in financial straits.
Yeah.
This is a charade.
She would know.
Yeah.
Your dry cleaner, he's cut you off and won't even return your last batch of clothes. You owe $30 to the electric company.
Oh, she is in debt, yeah.
$200 on your Bloomingdale's charge. Your fridge is out, and boy, is Zelda pissed about that.
Yeah.
Who told you this? Susie?
Oh, God, no. My private investigator.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
Because I have an offer. Come work on my show.
I'm sorry?
Do the warm-up.
The
You know
offer.
what that is, right?
That's a big deal for a comic.
It
An
is.
up-and-coming comic,
Like-
yeah.
No way.
It's easy. They're there to laugh and get out of the heat, and I keep that studio cold.
A lot of really good stand-up started doing that.
This sounds awesome. Why
Yeah.
are you saying no?
I'll see to that.
And how could this possibly help you fix things with Susie?
My only chance at
More
getting
money.
her back.
Yeah.
More money, guys.
You are struggling, yeah.
Oh,
You'll perform, you'll leave, and then I'll come on. And that's the way it'll be. And in a year, maybe less, you'll be debt-free.
Yes. That is gracious.
Women should help each other out. Don't you think?
I would bury the hatchet. This is where the stubborn pride needs to go away.
she's offering you a lifeline.
A big
It
one.
was a while ago. Just take the offer. Why?
Surely she's thinking about it, right?
Everybody's so proud. It's like
Are we getting to see the guy's
magic trick.
trick act? Yeah.
Did you ask me what I wanted to talk about?
No.
Oh, okay. I wanted to talk about the fact that I'm pregnant.
She's great. Get married. Yeah.
Sure.
Joel, there's a custom in my culture. It's an ironclad, foolproof way to tell if a woman's pregnant.
What is it?
It's taking a damn test at a doctor's office.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to say it over and over and over at first so you know the other person heard you. And then again and again to remind yourself that you're actually gonna be.
Poor woman is really
I
struggling.
know.
Yeah.
And over so you remember you're gonna be a doctor and you don't forget and you don't lose focus and you don't get pregnant.
May.
Aw.
You're gonna be a doctor. It's a done deal. You got a residency interview tomorrow. It's gonna
Oh
happen.
my god, I've got a residency interview tomorrow.
Go, get on a train.
But I'm pregnant.
I think it's safe. Let me get you a taxi.
I've got one outside.
Then go.
Oh, he's handling this really well.
Very well.
And call me from the station. And as soon as you get to Chicago, and when you get to your hotel, and when
I'll call a lot, I promise.
All right. Ethan and Esther are gonna have a little baby sister or brother.
Right, yeah.
That's awesome.
And Joel handled, it's one of the few like stressful conversations he handled perfectly.
Look, at this point, Joel's the guy.
Yeah, he has been for a couple seasons.
He has,
now.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, go back to when he punched the guy that was trying to steal Midge's
Not
buddy.
season one
Yeah,
Joel anymore.
Right, yeah. Remember that when he hit the guy and he's like, we were going to get there eventually.
Yeah. For a minute there, it was like
Yeah.
one punch per season for
Right.
Joel. Yeah.
There's just about 20 years ago to the day that I won the Major Bowes Amateur Hour. Orson Welles took me to lunch.
Wow.
What does it mean for a magician to perform on radio?
It's a pretty good question.
And then he ate both lunches.
You are the best I've seen. You are not a hack. You're special. I really believe that. You can do this. Let me help you.
Does nobody want to make money?
Right, yeah.
Guys.
That man at the club will be very upset.
He's not a man. He's Joel. I'll deal with him.
He's a man. Come on. Joel's awesome.
Where's that thing you want?
It's in your pocket.
He is good.
He is. I'm just really curious because he seems like such a backstory.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where are we going with this guy?
They're planning something.
Yeah.
It's money. It's anonymous money.
Yeah.
She's an evil genius. Patricia Highsmith modeled every psycho and every book after her.
She
At least Midge is on board, yeah.
Patricia Highsmith. That's Did she write the Ripley novels?
I'm not sure.
Okay, that's her. Let us know.
We finally meet face to face.
Uh,
You find the place okay?
I did. It's lovely.
They probably wrote the letter.
is this the setup with the stop letter?
Yeah, because they're gonna whack her.
I think you're right. I think this is an intervention, not a good one.
You don't have a business.
Yeah.
So tell me, Benedetta, what
Do you like
exactly
Harry?
is your business?
Me? Oh, I help people.
So noble.
I help them find each other. I help them.
Oh, so she's muscling in the turf.
Miss M, what is your business?
Well, I am what I like to call a matrimonial matron.
Yep, exactly.
That's what all of them are. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's muscling in.
You seem to be doing very well for yourself in such a short time.
Beginner's luck.
Uh-huh. Have you ever seen a dog try to eat the kibble out of another dog's dish, Rose Weissman?
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is a threat. Yeah.
I'm not trying to eat the kibble out of anyone's dish.
You bagged the Melamid girls.
Melamid's my territory.
I don't understand.
Oh my God, it's like mob territory.
It is, yeah. It is the mob. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know about the territories.
You got our letter, didn't you?
What letter?
The letter that you ignored.
The one that said stop.
Wasn't very specific. I mean,
Right, yeah.
Would I either?
What my daughter does has nothing to do with my business.
Business? What do you know about business?
Oh my God.
It's a tradition going back decades, centuries.
My family has been pairing up Harlem since Harlem had 2 A's in it.
Oh, wow.
Stop! Stop and pass the salt.
Are we clear? Good.
I feel like, can I continue to do it, just not in your territory?
Right.
Just keep in mind that the one thing everyone out there has in common is the thing we all have in common. We love Sophie.
I think that's advice she needs to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like we're ready. Go out there and have fun.
Unless Sophie's like gonna ruin her.
I don't think she is. I think this is all
I don't
sincere.
think so either. Maybe they. I don't know.
I think she
spitballing
wants Susie. Yeah. And that's what this is all about.
You know, this is the only place in the world where you can see a Broadway musical, a game show, and a mugging all in one day.
Yeah, true.
She's keeping it clean too.
Within a mile.
She's so funny. She's a riot.
Oh, you're right. Maybe the jealousy's starting to actually get to her.
No, but I am.
Uh-oh. See? She got jealous and
She can't get out of her own way.
she can't.
Good deal, Sophie, but you know, rushing a meal could give you gas.
This is about to get to a fight, yeah.
Let's take a poll, huh? You want me to leave? No! The people have spoken!
You're right. She can't get out of her own way. If I started, put down the mic and walk off right now.
Yeah.
It's yours.
Sophie.
And you can skip the carousel in Central
Oh,
Park if you
no,
want to go
no,
around in
no.
circles with a...
I would be interface
livid.
after this. I'd be livid, yeah.
She is selling out the room. It's big stuff.
Where? The Latin Quarter, Roxy's?
No.
So it's a joint downtown.
No.
You know, I think this through, did she?
Just tell him.
Her hair is higher than Sophie's blood pressure.
Her hair is higher than the pedestal Mitch puts herself on.
This is getting ugly.
Westport, Connecticut.
Morning from
Well,
Milwaukee.
it's great
Let's
to
get a
have
nice
you here.
ring.
Man, this is awkward.
By the way, this is all Sophie's fault for walking out there.
We're on the set of a game show. Such a nice place for an over-the-hill comedian.
Oh my God.
And what a game show! Another...
Why didn't Mitch just leave when she went out and started going?
When you're defusing a bomb, which makes sense since half of Sophie's jokes are bomb.
Oh my God!
This
Stop
is
it!
stupid.
Stop it!
This was a disaster.
I love this.
Mitch cannot help
The
herself.
mic drop.
I mean, that was Sophie's fault that it happened,
Yeah.
but Mitch can't help herself.
I know. That was it. All right.
That was it.
I love that song.
Well, so this was a too good to be true kind of moment.
Yeah. Dang it. All right. Well.
So so the answer to Midge's problems is now obviously gone after 1 minute, and Susie's going to be out because Susie's only going to do it to help out Midge.
I don't know. I mean, like, did they sign a contract? Probably not.
Right?
I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. Right now, doesn't look like she's going to be back.
No.
It's either that or like it's gonna be a really awkward work situation there.
I don't think he can go back. No. I don't think either one of those two needs to be in the same building with each other.
No. At the same time, they'll be like, I'm getting paid, right?
for that first one, I would be like, you're paying me.
I'm getting a fridge.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting a new fridge. I liked the episode. It was really good.
No, it was great.
That last little bit, though, was, oh my God, so hard to watch.
It was pretty tough to watch, right?
I just knew, the thing with Sophie is time and time and again, she just constantly ends up being the worst. But we still
her insecurities.
We still root for her. I don't know why. It's like
I don't know.
There's a lot of humanity there, I guess. Right. And like when she's good, she's good. Kind of. I don't. We compare all these like complicated characters to Don Draper anymore.
Right.
But like she has that quality to where she's the worst.
No, she's the worst.
Yeah. At the same time, whenever like she's down in the dumps and she doesn't have anything, she can always kind of pull herself out of it somehow. And I have enjoyed her character the last couple.
No, I've enjoyed her character. I just don't think that she can handle success in any way.
She can't. She cannot.
So
she can't handle success or fading into obscurity.
Well, I think we saw the worst of Midge and Sophie right there.
We did.
Which is why it was so hard to watch. It was like one of you be the adult.
Yeah.
And walk away.
Yeah.
Just one of you. It's what do you care? It is a warm-up crowd of people you are never going to see again.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yes. Midge is just guilty.
If I was Midge because Sophie was wrong to walk on stage. It was all about, oh no, she's getting attention and I'm not, and they're laughing at her jokes.
Yeah.
Sophie should have never even gone out front.
No.
But as soon as she went out, Midge needed to be like, okay, I guess you got it. And then walked off the
Sophie Lennon.
That's what I did. Sophie Lennon, everybody.
Yeah.
And then I'll see you tomorrow. Honestly, that's what I would do. Yeah. You can walk out and do it every night if you want. That just means my set's shorter.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Pay the same.
So, yeah. Sophie Lennon, everybody. Drop the mic and walk out the door. That's all you have to do. But she can't do it. She can't not fight with everybody. You know?
The show's kind of becoming about like ego.
For sure. That was a total, that was an ego finish.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Midge is guilty of it too. It's like,
she is.
I would imagine like it's kind of a stereotype. Like a lot of like successful like entertainers have huge egos, and you kind of have to, right? If you're going to be performing at that level.
Yeah, but I think most of their egos are tied into insecurity.
It is.
It's compensation.
Of course, it is.
It's all compensation, right?
Every ego stems from some sort of insecurity.
Absolutely, right? Like no, really, I'm important. Everybody see that I'm great.
Why else do you want to stand in front of the world?
Right, yeah, exactly. So you had these two insecure women that were just like trying to one-up each other in a time and a place where they shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
If you want to go back to a green room or something, or the dressing room, and just do roast comedy each other all night long, great. But that was the time where, again, a cooler head easily could have prevailed there.
I'm surprised it took the stage manager that long to step in.
Right.
Honestly. On the flip side of that, I think the club is a good idea. And I don't know why Susie was like, hey, she's working at this club. It is a burlesque place, but she doesn't act.
She kills it.
She's bringing in huge business. Just go see her perform.
Right.
And obviously, Midge is good. She has great crowd work skills. Even when she does do a set, which we haven't seen her do a regular set in a while.
Right.
It kills.
Not this season. I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things why people were like, maybe this isn't my favorite season, because we haven't seen her really do a real set.
And she's doing all this.
That is what we want her to do, right?
We're like, no, Midge, no.
Right.
Like, stop doing that.
Right. And, I get why you wouldn't want her to go to the club she works at, simply because, one, you're the stigma. Well, it's not even that. You're auditioning for a television show, and she's doing blue jokes in a burlesque club.
Sure.
It's like, well, you're not gonna see her do a set that can be remotely anywhere set foot on television.
Sure. That might fly now, but in the '60s,
there's no way. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Unless you're right. Maybe now, but I think for the most part, it's like,
Well, you look at Robin Williams or Bob Saget's a better example, right? Sure. Like he's the dirtiest comedian of all time, one of, and then you watch Full House and you're like,
or like America's Funniest Home Videos, those bad jokes.
See, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know how blue he was because when I was a kid, I grew up watching Full House and America's Funniest Home Videos.
Right.
And you like watch a set and you're like,
oh my god, yeah. I remember the jokes the first time I saw him like do an HBO concert where he was with other comedians.
Yeah.
And he came out and did his 10 minutes, and I was just like shocked the whole time. I'm like, right. So, I had no idea Bob Saget did these kind of jokes.
I know. It's shocking,
Yeah, it is.
But you can do it. I think comedians are so versatile for good reason. You know what I mean? Right. They have to always be on their feet. Also, what was with the Lenny thing? I kind of forgot about that until the very end. Like, Lenny popped in. I thought we were going to have a Lenny episode, and then it's just like, all right, I guess maybe it's just to highlight that he is struggling. Maybe he's spiraling too.
Right.
I know in real life he had some addiction issues. So
I'm assuming we'll get back to that at some point. Like, I don't think we're done with Lenny that's not Lenny's swan song on the show.
No.
So whatever that is will be addressed on some level.
If anything, maybe it's like, hey, he's still here.
Right. Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. Lenny's here.
We'll get more Lenny for sure.
I hope so, because he's one of my favorite characters in the show.
Yeah, he's great.
I kind of thought he was going to step into the season in a bigger way.
Sure.
We're about halfway through it. So, I mean, there's potential for him to come back.
Yeah. We'll see him some more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like now we go back to the next episode, and Mitch is going to be back at square one. Back at the club. This is all over. I don't know what that means for Susie and any relationship she may or may not have at this point with Sophie.
Yeah.
Because she only did it as a favor to Midge, and now that favor's dead.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious to see where we're going forward. I also don't know what we're doing with the magician. You know what I mean? He just seems like such a extraneous piece of this. He's so separated from the rest of the story. It's like, I'm assuming we're building to something important with him.
You would think, right?
But I don't know what it would be. I mean, obviously these showrunners know what they're doing. The writers know what they're doing. We're gonna get it. But right now, it's anybody's guess.
It is, yeah. I mean, which is a good thing.
Sure.
I like it when they're in season 4 of the show. They're still throwing us curveballs.
Right.
They're still getting our anticipation up. I still enjoyed the crap out of this episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a great season. It has been.
I've enjoyed it. Yeah. I was going into it a little trepidatious, and I can see why it's not people's favorite.
Yeah.
But
I've
really enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
I thought this one was a pretty funny one too.
So I think it frustrates you in a good way.
Right, yeah.
Because obviously that's the intent, right?
It's a show about somebody's struggle. Watching somebody struggle and somebody implode and somebody be their own worst enemy, that's going to be frustrating to watch.
Now,
there is no show about struggle or movie about struggle that isn't frustrating.
Makes me curious about season 5. What does that look like if this is the struggle season? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because she's been struggling in most of the seasons, I guess. It's all about the rise.
I feel like you have to, right? I don't think we want to see a show where it's like, well, here she is, one of the most famous comedians in the world,
smell of success,
and that's what it's going to be for a year and a half. Is her just crushing it,
Well, if it's the last season, I mean, there could be the consequence of it, but
yeah, I mean, I assume there's going to be heights that she hasn't gotten to yet. I don't know what that's going to look like, or obviously, you have no idea how that's going to progress or resolve itself, but. Yeah, there's going to be something that she actually
and the fact
starts to.
We're talking about this. It's a testament to the show. So, it's a fantastic show, guys.
It is. We'll catch you in the next one, guys.
See ya.